What's up, fellow Lords of Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Fight. Today I wanted to give you guys an in-depth look at the crafting event that is currently going on inside Marvel Future Fight for the 7th year anniversary, which is a pretty damn good event that's going on. There's a lot of things in here for the free-to-play, dolphins, and the whales. So let's take a look at the special craft event. First and foremost, rank 1 black antimatter, right? So the BAM. This is going to be one of those items that are hard to come by in general for players as a whole. Now, the only thing that they're asking you to spend inside here is gear up kits and dimension debris. These are relatively easy to come by. You can see I'm like well over certain stack amounts inside here, so spending on these is not necessarily a bad thing for me to do. Now you can see inside here that you can craft 100 count of these things inside here. So like if we go max on these things, you can see it's like 50,000 is what it's asking me to craft, and that's going to net me 1,000 of these BAM. I can tell you right now that there's probably simpler and easier ways to receive BAM, but if you are a new player, this could be something beneficial for you depending on how much of these items you have inside your shop. Be cognizant of the fact that these items are used in ranking up your character's gears and things like that. So if you don't have these numbers and they're really going to put you at a detriment, stay away from this. Stay away from this. Phoenix feathers. I see no reason whatsoever for you to be ranking up Phoenix feathers at all. None. They still have a cap on Phoenix feathers, and if you were to jump into most of the story modes for, like for instance, mutual enemy, beginning of chaos, stupid X-Men, big twin, all of these story modes that come from some of the epic quests and things like that, if you were to unlock those items in themselves, you could easily hit the cap mark for Phoenix feathers really quickly, probably in less than a week. So I really would not suggest that you use your items to get Phoenix feathers. Nor Stones of Chaos. This is a really weird one because, again, this fits into almost the same category as BAM. Now, the things that it's asking you for specifically are things that you could skip over. Like, I have such a weighted value in these because a lot of the times I end up using different things like rank up tickets and things like that, mastery rank up tickets, which no longer requires, you know, these items to be able to do those. So North Stones of Chaos can be used in your ranking up of tier 3 characters for their, you know, going from 60 to 70, which we've asked them to lower in the previous survey. So if you really need to, you can invest inside these. Not necessarily a bad thing either, because, you know, these items, again, especially these specific, they're pretty easy to come by. So you've got the cash, you've got the items. Go ahead, like you can see 25,000 is basically what it's asking me to do here, and then you have the daily count that's coming up inside here. Hidden tickets. This was an interesting one, and this mostly depends on your game style of play. And let me put this into perspective for you, okay? So hidden tickets. They are a unique item in my respect that you can get them in a lot of places. So for instance, if you're playing Shadowland, right, and you start to make your way to like the 20th, 25th floors and stuff like that, you can get like 20, 10, 30 tickets just from Shadowland. If you were to go inside the dimension missions, this is where you are actually applying your hidden tickets. You can see here goes the hidden rewards. This is what you're reasonably looking at using your hidden tickets to get. You're going to acquire these items. Are these items worth you using those hidden tickets on? That's the questionable part, right? Because CTP Transcendence, even a mighty CTP of Transcendence, not really so sure about those, right? Not to mention that sometimes when you are inside of dispatch missions, I think it is, you can acquire, is it dispatch missions? Which one am I thinking about? Am I thinking about dispatch missions? Yeah, the dispatch missions inside the shop. On occasion, you'll end up getting offers inside here for gold for hidden tickets. So for instance, you can see here, That's 190 190 crystals for 25 tickets. Would I purchase this? No, I would not. There are other ways that you are generally given hidden tickets, and this is a steep cost when you consider, like, for instance, modes. Like if we go to story mode, for instance, and I wanted to run ultimate inside here, right? And I go and I start to look at, hey, you know, what is it going to require me to run an ultimate mission? And I want to use my hidden tickets in order to do this, and I'm gonna have it on repeat. Well, then I'm using a hidden ticket that I need to do or whatever, right? It's one of those things, like for the clears and stuff like that. If you're a player that clears a lot of material, then you run into this thing where you're gonna need to have those hidden tickets. So depending on your clear tickets that you have, it might not be a reasonable thing for you to use those on to get the additional, 90 or so tickets, hidden tickets. It's really one of those weird parts where you're balancing your current resources over your projected resources. So it's really weird. Now, the one thing that I say automatically, this 7-year celebration event is going to be going on, and you're going to be able to do this 5 times every day. You definitely want to be doing it because inside the celebration event chest, you have the ability to get some of the tier 3 materials, and if you are lucky, you will get some of these 4-star artifacts. And they've got pretty much everybody in here. Like, I mean, all of the really good ones. Is Hela in here? I didn't see. Oh, there goes Hela. There goes Wolverine. She's sitting inside there. Those are the two that I really want. Hela and Wolverine. I really want those two. Spider-Man is sitting inside here. So there's quite a few. Green Goblin is inside there. Not that his was necessarily good. Scarlet Witch. I'm looking at this not based on just characters that are just meta and good. I'm also looking at characters that I like to play. Mr. Mastermind, Mr. Sinister sitting inside there. So Echoes is in there. So you could potentially get those. Are you going to get those? More than likely not. More than likely what you're going to end up with is BAM and Gold. That's BAM, Gold, or Norn Stones of Chaos. I happened to get lucky on one of my 5-box pulls today, and I got 25. So 25 CCF. Do I need CCF? No. I would have much rather got one of these Essence of Dimension or Titan component packs, but you have the ability to get those. Up next is the Titan records. You can do this once per Titan record. You can basically pay the 800,000 gold, convert any of your Norn Stones that you have for that specific record, and convert that into a Titans record. That's a pretty good deal. So I would legitimately say the bottom 5 is things that you definitely want to invest in. Highly consider the Norn Stones of Chaos and the BAM, as they can be used in enhancing your character from 60 to 62, 63, 64, so forth and so forth down the chain. Those are good rewards. So that is the craft event in a nutshell. This is not a bad craft event. I'm actually enjoying the fact that they've given players the chance. Some players are going to get really lucky. Some players aren't. You can see what the chance odds and stuff like that are here. That's why I said, for instance, you're more than likely going to end up with Gold, Black Antimatter, or Norn Stones of Chaos. The ability for you to get the other ones, some people are going to have varying mileage and they might get lucky and get them. That's just the truth of the matter. So that is what it is. This one I'm a little hesitant on. It's a max of 100 for 70,000 of these clear tickets. You can see, even as a veteran player, I'm sitting at 128, and I do run a lot of clear missions or repeat missions, autoplay for those. So that's your craft event in a nutshell. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Until next time, peace.